Hey surveys, welcome back to K-Popsicles. Woo! We're continuing our awesome journey today. We're doing our next episode of Who's Your Bias? So we hope you guys are enjoying those videos. We have a lot of fun doing it. We have a lot of groups, plus a lot of new groups. And this is just helpful to like let us know your thoughts on it. And let you know like who we're biasing, like what our favorite songs are, and like I said, let us know your guys' thoughts because we want to know all those facts about you guys too. But yes, this next episode, we're dedicating to our girls, (G)I-DLE. So, Kate, in the past, year and a half? Around there, I think, has really started getting me more into (G)I-DLE, and I have slowly falling down this rabbit hole. For sure.
You're coming with me whether you like it or not.
She said there is no choice. So I was like really skeptical about this. As I've said in the other girl group intros and stuff like that, I'm not a huge girl group stan, so it's been really hard to get me into certain groups. Just because not only do I have that preconceived notion that like a lot of people have, especially about the girl groups, that they're super cutesy and stuff like that, but I've just had a lot of bad experiences with girl groups. So I was like very hesitant. I was like, I don't know. And I had seen like clips. I don't even know if it was like full clips of just like clips of like one or two of their videos, and I was like, it's okay, but it wasn't really like something I was gonna jump into. But then Caitlin's like, nope, we're checking them out. I'm like, okay.
I think what makes it better though is they're concept queens. They're always changing.
They're always changing it. Yeah. So like they don't stick to one particular style. They switch it up. Yeah. So I was like I said, I was very skeptical going in, but I'm slowly but surely becoming a huge stan of (G)I-DLE. But yeah, so let's move on to our biases. My bias, if anybody's shocked by this, I will be surprised, is Soyeon. Like I said, I'm pretty sure in our last like (G)I-DLE video or something like that, I literally said I have a girl crush on Soyeon. I'm pretty sure I remember saying that.
You did.
Then again, that day was kind of like a fever dream for me in that video. So I'm like, I don't remember what I said.
You got two girl crushes, Soyeon and Chewy.
Yep. So far, I have two girl crushes, and they're both problems for me. So we'll see what happens when that moves along. But yeah, Soyeon. You know what's actually really funny though? Before I ever got into (G)I-DLE, I had seen Soyeon. Well, I'd heard her before, because she was in Key's song "I Wanna Be." And I was like, oh, this girl's got really cool flow. I really like her. And then I'd never heard of her before that, and I never like looked into her afterwards. But I was like, she's got a really awesome voice. And then I was like, I love that song by Key. And then all of a sudden, like I don't know how long after that you got me into (G)I-DLE. I was like, that was her, and you're like, yeah. I'm like, I like lost my shit. But I really love her style, her flow, everything about it. She's very sassy. She really just like puts it all out there, and I absolutely adore her for that. And she's so adorable too. I love her. But yeah, so yeah, it's my bias.
My bias. This is one of the groups where I picked out a bias as soon as I watched their debut music video.
Yeah.
Because I had seen their photo teasers and I was like super excited for them. Because hey, new girl group.
Right.
And so Yuki is my bias.
Mm-hmm.
The reason she's my bias because she had like this very cute baby face, and then you fucking hear her sing, and she's got a deep voice.
Right, you're like that does not come out of you.
And I'm just like, I'm intrigued by you. You're gonna be my bias.
Yeah, Yuki was one of the ones who like really caught my attention too. Off the bat when I first started getting into him, I was like, I did not expect that. And you're like, I know, right? I'm like, wow, and I really like her style. So I completely understand that. I completely understand.
And so she's been my bias since day one. It hasn't changed.
See, this is one of the rare times that that's happened for you. Usually it's me who's like, day one, you're the bias. Never change.
I think for me it depends on the group.
Moving on to our wreckers. So, this one was a little hard for me.
I feel like you have two main wreckers.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why I was like a little hard to like specifically be like this one in particular, but I did it anyway. And I just picked one. It was almost like an ABCD
Mm-hmm.
Like, which one will I pick, kind of thing. Um, but yes, my record that I picked is Mion. She's so freaking pretty. I love her, and her voice is so beautiful. And
And April 27th, we got her solo debut to look forward
I'm
to.
so excited for that. Like, literally like a week away. Little like a day less than a week, like 6 days. Like, so excited for that. So yeah, Mion, her voice is just so distinct. I think like it's super bright and everything, but it also has that little bit of a husk that I was like, yes, I love that. And you're like, I told you you were gonna like her. I was like, I was skeptical at first because, like I said, I was always just solely focused on So Young because I was like, I wasn't ready to kind of jump into a new group and especially a girl group, and I'm like,
But I know your taste.
She does. She knows my taste. So yeah, Mian kind of snuck up on me. I was like, hi, and I think it was in Hua actually when I was like, hi. I think that was like the video that Mian really got me, and I'm like, ah. But I'm also super attacked by what's her name? Is it was it Minnie or Sujin who I also am attacked by a lot?
Um,
Because like I said, I love Yuki too, but I feel like
I think Minnie.
yeah, because she's also got a really
She's got a unique tone.
yeah. She's also like the one who stands out quite a bit. Like I said, I'm still learning, guys. Bear with me. Sometimes I mix people's names up. I'm sorry. Uh, but yeah, no, I'm pretty sure it was Minnie who has also she also stood out to me a lot in Tomboy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that's how I'm remembering her now because the recent
Yeah.
music video. I'm like it's easier to remember names from recent music video. But but yeah, so Mian and Minnie are like the two main wreckers I think for me, and then Yuki is just a problem. I don't label her as a wrecker
this
anymore.
is a group where like everyone wrecks me at some point.
So that's why I was like, I'm gonna just put Yuki on the shelf for now because you're a problem. I'm gonna let these two battle it out right now for wrecker. You just always attack me. Um, but yeah, so Mian definitely is one of the main wreckers for me for sure.
My wrecker, like I just said, everyone wrecks me at some point. But I've been thinking, and I think my main wrecker is Shua.
Mm-hmm. I feel like I noticed you always pointing her out. You're like, oh my gosh, Shua. Like you're always excited.
She's very pretty.
She is. She's gorgeous.
And
sorry, hiccups.
like just from debut until now, you got to see her growth, like her improvement in singing and dancing.
Mm-hmm.
And she has that personality that I like, that very chaotic, energetic, bright, bubbly personality. She shines on variety shows.
Yeah. And so yeah, I always notice you like either pointing her out or be like, oh my gosh, she got center. Like you're so excited all the time. So I'm like,
well, she never gets center.
No, she doesn't. So like I understand that. So but I'm like, yeah, I always notice you pointing her out. So that makes sense that she'd be like your main wrecker. Moving.
I stand the Chinese line.
You do though. A lot of your like biases or wreckers are usually like in the Chinese line
or Japanese line.
Yeah,
always
it's interesting.
The
She's always biasing or wrecking foreign members. Moving on to our favorite title tracks. So, no surprise here. My favorite title track is their newest title track, Tomboy. This is the one that really got me. If Tomboy hadn't happened, it was gonna be Hua, because that one actually was my favorite for like since it came out pretty much. I haven't listened to too many of their title tracks. What was their debut one again?
Latata.
Yeah, I've checked. I've seen that one. We've seen Dumdy Dumdy. We've seen Hua.
We've seen their. Uh-oh.
You showed me Uh-oh. I've seen their single for Last Dance from the Universe. So we've checked out quite a few other title tracks and things like that. But it wasn't until Hua that I really started like falling into the group, and I was like, ooh, okay, now I'm hooked. This is really good. But then Tomboy happened, and I was like, where was this all my life? I've been waiting for this. And it was like one of those like Kamehameha moments where I was just like, ah. And yeah, so that is why Tomboy is my favorite. Well, I'll just say it's my favorite G-Idol song right now.
Yeah, because you don't have a favorite B-side
I don't,
yet.
Honestly, because we're just going to say this now before we get into favorite B-sides. I don't have a B-side.
Because she's never listened to them.
I like I said, I'm very new to G-Idol. Like, I may love them and I may have a bias and wrecker and all that. But I'm still very new. I'm a baby G-Idol fan. Like, I don't know any other B-sides, so.
You're a baby Neverland.
Baby Neverland. Which, I mean, it works so perfectly
You got
because
your
I have
Peter
my
Pan
Peter
tattoo.
Pan tattoo. It's on my shoulder. You can't see it from here. But, so yeah, it makes sense. It's perfect. But yeah, so I'm very, very, very new to their music and everything. I've literally only ever checked out title tracks, and some of like their variety content, but and solos. That's a whole other thing too, solos. But yeah, I don't have a favorite B-side.
We've
So
done Soyeon solo,
Yuki,
and now we're looking forward to Mian.
yes, super excited for that one. Who is your, or what's your favorite title
Who
track?
is my favorite title track?
Who?
Han.
Ooh. I don't think I've heard that one yet.
Because I remember showing it to you and you're like, oh yeah, you have showed this one.
Han, which
It
one?
has like the scorpion at the beginning.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I was like, wait a minute, do I recognize? Do I remember that one? Yes.
It's an older one. It came out in 2018.
And say, I think that's one of the ones you showed me before we started reacting.
I think so.
So, yeah.
But it's just such a good song. And Soyeon's rap, she slays in it. And then Yuki has like a little rapping part in Soyeon's rap. And I love the choreography for it. It's so fun and different.
And say, yeah, I remember the video for that one. I think that was like before I was really ready to start standing. So that was like her dipping my toes into that. She's like, here, you should check this out. I was like, I don't know.
I'm like, I know.
Eventually, you will know. Now, what is your favorite B-side?
Okay, this one's tough. I love all their B-sides. They have like such an expansive discography. So I'm gonna say 2 B-sides.
Okay.
There's Moon. And fun fact, Soyeon, Yuki, and Minnie, they're like constantly composing and like producing music for the group. And so Moon, it was composed and arranged by Minnie. I think she wrote some lyrics as well.
Oh wow.
Nope, Soyeon wrote the lyrics, but Minnie composed and arranged it.
Oh, that's cool.
And so that was from the I Burn Minnie album.
Okay.
Had Hwa.
Okay.
And then my other favorite B-side is Liar, which is from their newest I Never Die album, which had Tomboy. And this one, it was written and composed by Yuki.
Ooh. Like I said, I'm definitely excited to check out more of their discography, get more into their actual, like their B-sides and everything.
And I've seen the credits for Mian's solo, and one of the songs, Mian's wrote the lyrics, but Yuki's composing it.
Ooh, that's cool. Oh, that's gonna be interesting. Like I said, I really did like Yuki's writing on her solo stuff too. So I'm I'm excited to see what she does for, the other girls and how she composes the other songs and stuff like that.
I'm just so excited for anything G-Idol does in general.
Yeah, no, these girls definitely are slowly stealing a piece of my heart. I really, really enjoy their music, and their personalities are awesome, so.
And I'm glad Tomboy did as well as it did, because Soyeon was saying that if Tomboy flopped, like, Cube would have given up on them.
Oh, wow.
But, like, they just debuted literally 4 years ago. Why would you give up on them already?
I mean, then again, it is Cube.
That's true.
Cube,
fuck you, Cube.
I'm gonna say, Cube does not have the greatest track record when it comes to groups.
And, like, Lightsum debuted, and they've barely given Lightsum anything.
No. Like I said, I think the only groups that...
The only groups that do well are self-producing.
Yeah. And, like I said, Pentagon basically does almost everything for themselves, and B2B is, like, the only other one that's, like, still in the game for Cube. And that's because, Eunkwang is now, like, a director of the company, so he kind of has, like, a stable position now at the company, too. But, yeah, that's, like, one of the track record things with, like, Cube. It's like, like, why? I like
Cube just sucks. It's not the worst company.
No, we have seen worse. Oh, TS, you mean the shit entertainment? TS was just a whole mess. That was... Yeah, we have seen some horrible, horrible companies before, but, like, it's just some of the decisions that certain companies make. You're just like, why would you do that?
You're
like,
making no sense.
It doesn't make sense at all, but... We digress. That's a whole conversation for another time.
Let's hurry up for another time.
But, no, like I said, she has definitely gotten me into this rabbit hole that is the G-Idol, girls, and I'm super excited to check out more and see where this journey takes me, Anything else you would like to say?
Nothing I can really think of.
Alrighty then, well, I hope you guys enjoyed our video. Sorry, excuse me, hiccups. Pop this up. We hope you guys, like I said, leave in the comments your thoughts, let us know who's your biases, who's your favorite track, like what your favorite title tracks are, what your favorite B-sides, all that stuff. We would like to know, like I said, have a conversation with you guys. And yeah, so before we leave, we'll leave a link to our Patreon, Instagram, and our Twitter down below in the description box so people can more check us out. We do live stages, drama reactions, variety shows, dance practices, all of that. So much fun content over there. We hope you can more check us out. It really, really help us out so much. Thank you guys for all your support. It really does mean the absolute world to us. You guys are amazing. Welcome to all of our new subbades. You guys are awesome. We love you. And we'll see you guys next time.
Bye.